Welcome to the Ordinary Marketing Ops podcast. I'm your host, Morten, and today we are going to do something different. Because today I'm at the AntiCon conference, anti-conference in London. And today I'm going to take some interviews with people, have some pop questions for them, and we'll see how that goes.
Hi, I'm Adam Clarke. I am a growth marketing and HubSpot consultant and part-time vibe coding entrepreneur.
So my name is Roxanne Lewington and I'm growth marketing manager at Canto, leading digital asset management platform.
Hey there, I'm Carlos Doughty. I'm the founder of the AntiCon event series. We tackle all the wonderful, brilliant things that is AI and marketing transformation. And we spend a lot of time in that MarTech world. Beyond that, I run LXA. I'm CEO of LXA. I'm a course instructor, and I basically help people understand where technology meets marketing, particularly these days in an agentic era. What does that mean, and how do you wrestle with it? That's me.
All right, my name is Parry Malm. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of Drumbeat. Drumbeat is a LinkedIn optimization platform.
So, hi, I'm Gareth Chilton. I'm the founder of Man Machine, and we are a boutique consultancy. We focus on MarTech and creative operations. So the other end of the scale to marketing ops, which is what we're experiencing here today.
This episode is brought to you by PlayMops, your marketing ops partner. Choose PlayMops when you need independent and strategic MarTech advisory from start to finish, or marketing ops for hire. Get execution where and when you need it. Playmops.io.
What's something you believed 5 years ago that you now think was completely wrong? Wow, 5 years ago. So we're talking 2021, kind of pandemic-y time. I think the main thing is that no one was going to go back to the office and everyone was going to work from home or like community hubs and that sort of thing. But obviously, there's still a bit of that hybrid working and stuff, but you look at the occupancy rate at places like Canary Wharf over there, and they're at like 97% now or something ridiculous, and making loads of money again. That's really kind of, completely wrong. From a marketing ops perspective, I think back in 2021, I think I still believed in attribution across the piece. Over the last 3, maybe 4 years, I've grown even more kind of old and kind of bitter about the whole attribution piece, and the thing that we've been sold by SaaS companies and software vendors that it could do everything, but the rising dark social and just all sorts of things that we can't track. The attribution piece is harder than ever. I guess I was kind of a utopian idealist, and I've kind of become more of a realist with regards to attribution. So that's probably the marketing ops related one that I've made my bed with, I suppose.
What is your most recent, AI can do that moment? I mean, I think these are kind of coming thick and fast at the moment, and it depends what sphere you're looking at. Quick and fast, I think it's just the growing understanding how much it can do stuff with the data, how you can build out the projects in Claude and things like that. I think actually being able to use it as an assistant for a specific task, it's just been so revolutionary at the moment.
What will marketing look like in 5 years that nobody's talking about today? Oof, great question. That no one's talking about. That's the difference.
Yeah.
What is no one talking about? Okay, I think people are talking about there may be fewer marketing jobs. I'm not talking about which jobs there'll be fewer of. There's two parts to this. So one, I think we're going to lose a lot of junior roles. And the reason we're going to lose them is we're going to say, we don't need junior people. Why would we? We smart, experienced marketers that have experience, that means we can have judgment, means we can work well with AI. We understand when AI is brilliant, when it's wrong, when it needs adapting. But we're then going to get to a point of going, what happens now? Who's the next tier? Because we won't live forever. And at some point we're going to have this void between experienced marketers that are getting a bit older, and we don't have the next tier of marketers step into those roles. So I think we're going to have a bit of a wake-up moment in how do we embrace AI and was it the right way? At the same time, I think there'll be some more junior marketers that break through, and they'll break through because they'll be the fastest learners, the most passionate, the most prepared to go out there and play with new tools and learn how to use AI in smart ways.
What's the dumbest question you've been asked that turned out to be the smartest? Oh boy. I remember I was speaking at a conference one time and this woman put her hand up and it was about like online marketing. This is about 15 years ago. She sticks her hand up and goes, "How do I make money online?" And I'm like, did you not just listen to the last 8 hours of content here? But then I'm like, that's actually a good question. So if you go back and think about the core principles of why we do stuff in online marketing, it's to make money. So let's just admit it. Let's not pretend that there's so much convoluted, complicated shit. Let's just make money. I don't know.
What would you tell the version of yourself starting out today? Run for the hills. No, I'm kidding. I would probably say the market is changing so quickly and technology is having such an impact. It's a really, really exciting time. And what that means is that the playing field is leveled, which also means access is more easy. When I started, you had to go into a particular field and spend a lot of time to earn your stripes, and technology has essentially democratized that. And so it's much easier to access and go out there and try, build, experiment, learn.
What's the smallest change you've ever made that has had the biggest impact? Smallest. Oh. Gonna edit this down, aren't you?
No, leave it all in.
This is like Russell Brand on Piers Morgan looking for a Bible verse. You might not know about that, but people watching might. This is like super awkward. I think it was just like small changes in mindset around trying not to be an expert in everything and just listening to the people that worked for me more and allowing them to be the experts in the things that I've been employed for. So it was small change for me, but a big impact to the people that worked for me and allowed them to feel like they were empowered to be why they've been employed. So, yeah, just a small mindset shift, really.
So what's the best career advice you've ever gotten and from whom? I mean, that is a tricky one. I mean, I will say one thing that scarred me when I was at university, and one of the lecturers said, never go into FMCG, it'll destroy you, it'll eat you alive. So I think that's one of the kind of, I suppose, most harrowing things that's really stuck with me. Whether that's actually impacted where I'm going to go in my life is a different question, but I think that's, I don't know if that's useful to anybody or not. Is there anything useful? Best advice? I think be bold and be brave. I think the managers that give you the space to grow and working with them and being able to identify that is, you know, a strength of a manager and being in that role and being able to grow is really key. Maybe that helps.
What's something you do at work that would embarrass you if it was on camera? Oof. What do I do at work? I'm not easily embarrassed is first thing. I don't care enough to be embarrassed, but there must be something. Oh, yeah, I've got it. I mean, I wouldn't be embarrassed, but if there's a camera on the wall and this goes like, all right, this is streamed, I'll drop a shape. I'll have a little dance. Like, I like if I'm having a particularly good moment and a good day, which happens, I might throw a couple of dance moves out to the music. Yeah, that would probably be the only thing I could think of.
What's the most human thing left in your job? Making fun of people. So part of our whole culture is I've started the company with some old friends, and part of our whole thing is we mercilessly make fun of each other, like about things. If you said it to to anyone on the street, you'd get in a fight or thrown in jail. We're super mean. But actually, that's like that's how we bond. And the harder you can go, the more upset you can make each other. That's a better job. And you don't get that with AI, because AI forces you into platitudes. Corporate culture makes everything beige, but it's actually the rough edges. It's the friction that makes things stick, not the smoothness.
What's a metric you pretend to care about but you don't? Well, the real honest answer is likes on LinkedIn. I'm kidding. I suppose there's always this conundrum between actual metrics and what we would class as vanity metrics. And a long time ago, I worked in the online gaming space, and we talked a lot about vanity metrics, and those are things like lights and all of those. I think the real understanding is, what does the data mean to you? And how does that inform the decisions you have to make? And that's where you need to focus.
What hobby has made you better at your job, but you'd never put on your CV? So it's a footnote on my CV, so it's slightly lying. But back when I was marketing technologist at a company called Bunzl, I was doing a lot of advising to like 16 brands across the UK, but also globally, Australia, US, and Europe. And I kind of felt like I was believing my own bullshit a lot. So I set up a blog called London Life when I lived in London. And I used to write about London, events, new openings, that kind of thing. But the real thing was obviously content creation, but also the technology behind that to kind of run a website. And also build and manage social media platforms and all that kind of stuff on a day-to-day. So I wasn't believing my own bullshit, and I still had skin in the game. And I got highly commended 3 years running at the UK Blog Awards for that. And I've since done stuff like awards, local awards for businesses when the last lockdown happened with the pandemic. That's not on my CV. And I've still got restaurants and stuff that I've still got my award winners and highly commended posters in their windows and stuff like that. So that's really a proud moment that I still see that and it's still having an impact, and I don't really talk about it. It was just something I wanted to give back to the community, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, it was bloody stressful, hence why I've not done it again. So
If AI took half your job tomorrow, what would you do with the free time? Oh, well, I'd spend more time in my garden. I'd probably grow more plants. I'd probably spend more time doing exercise, spend more time seeing family and friends. I mean, pretty much all the stuff that you have to squeeze into the weekend, and maybe a bit of evening. I'm not an early riser, so I won't be going to the gym in the morning, but maybe I would if I had a little bit more window. So I'm hoping the promise of these AI agents and things like that really comes through. I've always been passionate about, we want AI to do the boring stuff. We want to do AI to do the tedious stuff so that we could do the creative stuff, the brainstorming. So, I mean, hopefully we're going in that direction now.
What's the weirdest thing on your desk right now? I don't know how weird, but I know I've got a million things, but so I'm a big stoic, hence my skull.
Oh, yeah.
And so as part of that, I have like daily stoic cards, which just help you sort of fine-tune your thinking and think a little bit smarter. I like that. So each day I'll change the card. Just a little reset, a little rethink. Yeah.
What's the most expensive mistake you've made in your career? When I ran my previous company, Frazee, we had raised our Series A in 2018, and I said, all right, we're going to go to America. So I got an office in San Francisco. I hired, I think, 5 expensive Bay Area sales reps, and we were all guns a-blazing, and we spent a few million quid in the first 6 months, and then I shut it all down. So I realized that everybody wants to scale. You hear this hype about how you're supposed to scale. If you read anything online, it's all about this hyper-scaling bullshit. And what it doesn't change is you need smart people doing simple things over and over and over. That mistake cost me a few million, but then it made me a lot more million later on.
Ooh, interesting. What's the most overhyped AI use case in marketing right now? that AI is going to solve everything in marketing at the click of your fingers. The reality is we're a long way from actualizing what AI is going to do for our industry. It's super exciting and it will come, but we're not there yet. And I think we're in this disconnect where everybody is selling the dream, less people are delivering the dream from a vendor perspective, even less people are translating that into value in their businesses. And I think the problem actually isn't the AI at all, it's us. And it's how we adapt and what we need to change in order to take advantage of that. And that's why I think the next phase for us in terms of this space is not actually even going to be about MarTech, it's going to be about anthropology and how you work as an individual to unlock the value in the technology that you use.